So now that the corporate bubble has burst, what is HR and organizations are going to do to attract talent? Because nobody is buying their gaslighting anymore. This was my conversation yesterday, and there was no real answer. We can no longer gaslight people to come and work for us. They don't want the perks. They don't want the $20 voucher. They don't want the Employee of the Month certificate. They don't want positions anymore. They don't want to sit through another annual appraisal, another feedback. They don't want to go through another 7 rounds of interview process. They don't want to feel another pseudoscience of psychometric assessment. They don't want to be pseudo-productive, which means we just pretend that we are busy, but we are doing nothing. And we could just go home once the job is done, and that's that. But no, we need to pretend that we are busy for 8 to 10 hours. They don't want to prepare more presentations. They don't want to sit through another 20 meetings per week. They don't want to have the stand-up every morning at 9 a.m. or the briefing as we call it in Europe. They don't want Jennifer from HR to come and tell them that at 5 o'clock there is this voluntary but really mandatory fun time together. They don't want to sit through another useless training or a mandatory one. Because these are all unnecessary things for the job that we are hired for. Look at this nonsense. We hire people for certain jobs and then we fill their time, most of their time, with activities that are nothing to do with their job, that we are paying for. Yeah, people can see through these things now and they don't want to have anything to do with it. So, you know what? It's time to go back to basics. Because what people really want is to come to work, do their job, and go home. Without all the other nonsense. This is actually what people want. If you pay attention, people don't complain about their job most of the time. They complain about all the unnecessary things, the office politics, Jennifer and Hilda had an argument. Although we like to watch that. Or how they had a beef with the managers or leaders. Let's go back to basics. Let's get the job done and finish the story off. And if HR and organizations paid attention to the rise in the need of part-time jobs, they will get the message. People don't want to spend their whole day at work, and that's it. I have a CEO friend who's made full-time work 25 hours. Why? Because she said, look, I know that they are not doing anything. Once the job is done, it's around 25, 30 hours, depending on the week. Let them go and live their lives. She just wants the job to be done. That's it, nothing else. And I tell you that most jobs, especially in corporations, office jobs, are like that. 30 hours max. Skip all the rest of the fuss.